How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of Cube World on the PC. I've been having some fun with this game, and today's commentary topic is about Microsoft saying that they're going to challenge any government attempt to spy through Kinect on the Xbox One. So let's get into it. So first off, it's good that they're actually coming out and saying this. It's a good move since this has been a concern of many people because of the NSA problems that have been having recently, and because of the news Microsoft has given the NSA unencrypted access to emails and Skype and all that kind of stuff. So it's already got people worried, and I'm not really blaming them just because of the fact if you have Kinect in your room and the government is able to get that information, that's some 1984 stuff right there, and people obviously are against that. So it's good that they're addressing this issue. However, just because Microsoft says that they're going to challenge any government from attempting to spy through Kinect doesn't mean that they will be able to stop the government from doing so. It just means they can try and stop them, but it doesn't mean they are going to be able to do so. The statement that they've actually made is that absent a new law, we don't believe the government has any legal authority to compel us or any other company that makes products with cameras and microphones to start collecting voice and video data. Now, this is true, and it's good they've said this, but the only problem with that is governments can make new laws really quickly, so it doesn't really apply at the moment. It just means at the moment, Kinect will not be able to spy on you. It doesn't mean in future that the government might change a law that'll allow it to do so. So it's kind of risky, and I suppose that's why people are avoiding, like, Xbox One, also because of the price and just other issues, but just the fact that you might have a device that may be able to record data. It won't do it at the moment, but if the government changes something, I mean, like I said before in one of my other videos, I didn't know that when I was talking to my friends on Skype that data might be sent to the government, but it turns out it would be because of Microsoft's agreement with them. So it doesn't seem like that, and it could change during the life cycle of the Xbox One. Now, according to the article, voice commands that you give your Xbox One are converted to text, and biometric data is translated into numeric values, and it also states that the data is anonymized before being sent to Microsoft servers. So this is them trying to tell consumers that the data that they receive via Kinect or Xbox One would be hard to build up a profile of you because your data is saved in different formats such as numeric and text, and your data is also anonymized. But the only problem with this, as I said before, is they could change this. It's if the government comes into effect and says that, yeah, we want this data, we want to build up a profile of Joe Blow, they can do that. It's not going to be like Microsoft can try and stop the government, but if the government's got the law there, Microsoft can't really do much. So I also fail to see how Microsoft is able to give NSA unencrypted access to emails as well as Skype recordings, but can't do anything with Kinect if not asked by the NSA. So I still think that they could change this if the government comes to them and has the law that it is allowed to do so. Not to mention that even if the data is sent to Microsoft is anonymous, I think there'd be an easy way for them to make this information assigned to you and build up a profile of you. So I don't know how hard it would be for them, but to me, that would just be software. Same with like the always online thing. As seen, it's just a software thing. So it's not really a big issue, and I could see them changing that quite easily on their end, and they wouldn't have to make any changes to the Xbox One or Kinect if they wanted to start collecting data from you. So a lot of people have also said that they don't see the problem with Kinect spying on you, or they don't mind that it's always on and you can't actually disconnect it. Now, as currently, it's not completely known since they are still releasing information on it, but as I'm aware, you don't have to always be connected to the internet, but you still have to have Kinect plugged into your console to work. Now, what Microsoft should do is they should take this out and make it that, yes, the Kinect comes with the console, but you are able to unplug it and the console will work fine. But they haven't done that yet as far as I'm aware, but that would be good because that'll curb all these fears that people are having that the government is spying on them or whatnot. So, for example, someone could use the Kinect while they play a game and then unplug it when they're not using it. So that would obviously be better for people, whereas some people could argue that if you leave it plugged in, Microsoft might be able to tap in without you knowing if you've still got it on at the wall or whatnot. There's a lot of problems there that could be done and easy ways for them to still do that if the government wants that information. And also, the reason that Kinect is seen as more of a privacy concern than, I don't know, Facebook or Skype or anything like that is because when you're on the internet, you are aware that kind of stuff is happening. But when you're sitting in your lounge room with Kinect, you aren't sure that that information, or you talking to a friend or family member, that information is going to be taken basically from thin air and sent back to Microsoft or the government. So that's why this issue is different from online concerns, because when you're online, you are mostly aware that the information you are saying or such and such could be taken from anyone. Anyway, this brings me into my commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments about this, put it down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.